Anfield now to speak to our reporter Sana Ravajula, who's there right now. I mean, we saw a lot of tributes to Jota right there at Anfield yesterday, and my goodness, a sea of flags, flowers and balloons behind you, Sani, as people still, of course, coming to pay their respects.
Yeah, and those people continue this morning and are continuing over the course of the day. And, we've been here since this morning. We've had shift workers coming home from work or maybe just starting the day. We've had young children getting ready for school, stopping here at Anfield and having a moment to pay their respects. And now people taking the morning off, the afternoon off as well, to come down here, despite the conditions being a little bit uncomfortable at the moment. But everyone who's managing to have a moment here, just taking a moment to reflect on what's been a very difficult time for everyone involved at Liverpool Football Club and beyond, of course, as well, with the death of Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva. Just to have a look at what we can see behind us, this sea of colour, of fans taking a moment to pay their respects to Diogo Jota. And yeah, it's almost overwhelming, the amount that's been put in front of us here, the messages, including ones from young children who barely able to write clearly, but have taken the time to write messages of how much they love Diogo Jota. And there's also, in amongst all this, a games controller that's been left as well, because you might not know this, but Diogo Jota was also one of the world's leading gamers. In 2021, he was the world #1 FIFA player. 30 matches unbeaten. He carried that on in FIFA 23, qualified for the E-Champions League. And you might remember his video game goal celebrations as well. So lots, even had his own esports team as well. So there's lots of reasons why Diogo Jota connected with fans, not just his work ethic on the pitch, not just his gaming, which was another part as well, but he's also a huge advocate for women's football as well. So there's for lots of reasons. Lots of fans here have really connected with Diogo Jota, whether they knew him personally, whether they just saw him as a player, and has had such an impact. And as you can see, that impact has been completely demonstrated, really is demonstrable in what we can see in front of us at the moment.
It is, and we know, Sani, obviously lots of these fans having the opportunity to come down and pay their respects, but there'll be lots of people at the club who will know him and work with him, away on holiday at the moment or taking some time out. Of course, the footballers themselves, his teammates, his friends and the staff are also on this break for holiday right now. But what can we expect over the coming days?
Well, first off, we know that there's a wake back in Porto, where he was from, at the Capella da Resurreição, and that's happening this afternoon. And then after that, we've got the funeral that's happening in the church next door, and that fits in with the tradition in Portugal to have those within a 48-hour period. So as far as what's happening in Portugal, that's what we know will be happening there. I mean, the bigger picture as far as where Liverpool are at, I mean, they've got a pre-season game with Preston a week on Saturday, but I think those conversations are certainly not for any time now. I suppose at the moment, a lot of the conversations are around how the club